Hey, hey, hey!
What's going on?
Hello, hello!
I'm Kylie.
And I'm Casey.
And we are Twinspiration.
We are so excited for this video today because we are doing a live weight loss Q&A with an expert, with somebody who has been helping people lose weight for over 2 decades. Today, you are going to meet Brandy Soto. She is coming to us live from Hawaii, and she is going to share with you her insight on what is working right now. I know the weight loss industry is full of fads and trends, and we want to make sure that we provide you accurate information that will help you reach your health goals. That is why we are so excited for this interview, because you are going to learn more about a program Brandy created, about a program she's been using with her clients to lose weight, feel better, reset their metabolism, gain more energy, and feel their best. So if you are looking to...
And the best part, this program is 5 days.
5 days. So if you're looking to build your confidence, lose weight, have more energy, and just you want to be excited about your future, you want to be able to do things you haven't done before, you want to be able to get back on your horse if you have been experiencing joint pain 10 years. You want to be able to get on the floor with your grandkids and not be frustrated with how much you weigh or be out of breath getting up and down. So that's what we get to share with you today. We're so excited. We are going to have fun today. You're going to love Brandy's wisdom. And if you do have any questions, hi, Brandy.
My camera
Guys,
is it looking,
please.
guys? So this is a new Facebook glitch. You're gonna have to look at yourself sideways.
Oh,
so
okay.
no, the other way. Go the
Yeah.
other way.
Yeah.
One turn to your left, I think.
Like you just said.
That's
Oh, there
perfect.
she is.
There she
You
is.
are perfect on our end. I know it probably feels weird.
Wait, let me just set this up. Okay.
Oh, you're
Wow.
fast.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Is it
Okay.
straight?
Oh my
Are
gosh,
we crooked?
we're straight, Brandy. Look at it. We're ready to go.
This is wild.
I don't know why. It's just a weird Facebook update with doing interviews.
How are you guys doing?
We are so good. Kylie and I and Brandy decided to do this live about 30 minutes ago. So I showered. Kylie showered. Did you shower?
I showered.
Wow,
Yes.
I'm impressed.
We all showered.
We
We got ready for you guys.
I got out of the shower about 5 minutes ago, so my cheeks are still red and I don't even have foundation on, but that's okay. As you are hopping on here, let us know where you're watching this video from. Let us know if you're on the live or replay. We're going to be answering some questions, and I'm so excited to have the opportunity to interview Brandy today because she is an expert when it comes to helping people lose weight. She's an expert when it comes to helping people reach their goals. She has trained with some of the best in the entire world when it comes to goal setting. She has been in the room with some of the smartest practitioners in the world, and she's been able to serve a lot of people. So Brandy, we're so excited to have you here. First, as we hop on here, will you just share a little bit about you and your story so everyone can get to know you a little bit better?
Yeah. Aloha, guys. My name's Brandy Soto, and I'm coming to you from Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm born and raised an island girl. Twins. I got connected to the twins almost 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness. I still remember when we met in Utah. You guys are like the kindest hearted souls. Like, love being connected to you guys. So thank you for having me on. I come from an island, and I think as island people, we are kind of connected, to the earth. So the idea of natural remedies and natural healing was not a new thing to me. My mom and dad were both born and raised on a very small island, the island of Molokai. Shout out to all of my Molokai people that are watching live, or if you're watching the replay, the island literally like 8,000 people, and that's it on the island. Like, no elevators on the island, no traffic lights on the island. So I really came from that type of upbringing. So my dad was like a lomi lomi practitioner. He taught massage, and I think from early on, I always knew about natural healing. And I was always drawn to like learning about health products and wanting to be healthy. And that, that brought me towards the path of like direct sales, because it's social sharing, right? Even back then when there was no social media, it was still social sharing. So I got introduced to different types of network marketing products through friends and family. But I was still a kid, I was still a teenager. And I graduated from high school. Coming out of high school back then in Hawaii, I was with a group of people that maybe college was not the first thing on our minds. We wanted to hang out at the beach, and I had a great life. I mean, I had a very rich life, right? We had great friends, great family. We had great natural resources being here in Hawaii, but I definitely was not like someone that was very business savvy, or someone that was maybe even like financially savvy. That was not where my mind was at that time. And I then got introduced, you know, to direct sales. And I kind of stepped into it when I was literally 18 years old.
Wow.
It's like no business experience, right? Like no needed anything. You just have to have the desire to like want to help people and connect to people and be passionate about the product that you have. So I got introduced to it when I was like 18, like really tried my hand at it. And then the interesting thing is, because of being around the direct sales field, I then stepped into the pathway of studying to become a natural practitioner. So I became a natural practitioner. I actually had the whole shebang. You know, I went to school. I became a holistic health practitioner. I opened up a clinic. I had employees. I had this whole thing that I was running, which I ended up running like a brick and mortar, right? Because people would come in and I'd have to check in and check out. And I love my business, but it was a bit much. You ask anybody who runs a brick and mortar practitioner practice, it's much. It's a bit much. And then, like, to fast forward the story, I met my husband, and then I realized I couldn't run two things. Like, I wasn't going to run a brick and mortar and, you know, start a marriage. Like, you need time to nurture a marriage. I can't just be nurturing a business. And then that's when, again, direct sales was brought back into my radar, because I never really had success when I was younger. But by that time, it was like maybe 10 years had passed. So network marketing came back into my radar. And then I jumped in again. And then actually that's when I had my first like breakout success, because I think at that point I needed it to work. So I was able to take all the knowledge that I had gained having this health and wellness clinic that was actually focused on weight loss, right? It was focused on cleansing, weight loss, detoxing. And I was able to bring that knowledge over and, apply it into a product and a company that I was working with at that time, which eventually that company closed. But I was able to do that and actually learn how to effectively, efficiently, productively run a network marketing business and grow a network marketing business while taking my knowledge of health and wellness and, you know, marrying it all and not having to charge people for my knowledge anymore. Because as a practitioner, I had to charge people for my knowledge. And now it's like,
if you don't mind me asking, how much did somebody have to pay to get this knowledge?
Oh, get out of town, man. If it was weight loss season, I would be closing like $2,000 to $3,000 packages, you know,
$2,000 to $3,000
maybe
packages.
Yeah.
Right? You're here with somebody who used to charge people that much money to give their advice on weight loss, how to create lifestyle changes, and how to feel better. So if you're here, I would get out a notepad, because Brandy's going to share some incredible knowledge with you about how you can lose weight, how you can feel better. And then, Brandy, let's fast forward a little bit further. You created a program that has gone viral on social media called the 5-Day Drop. You took that knowledge. It sounds like you found the best of both worlds, right? You gained this product knowledge, you gained holistic practitioner knowledge, naturopathic medicine, and then you found a miracle.
You also learned how to deal with people, how to help people get results.
Mindset.
And, you know, I love what Jim Rohn says. He says success is something you attract by the person you become. And so now, Brandy, what you've been able to do is help thousands of people not only lose weight, not only make money, but all around feel great from the inside out and feel confident with their finances. So, Brandy, we're just so grateful to be here with you today, and I can't wait to pick your brain.
I'm so excited. So,
Brandy, you said all the words, you said all the magic buttons, because they are all connected. I think, in my mind, we're all going towards becoming that best version of ourselves. I mean, if we're trying to drop weight, if we have like excessive weight on our body, that is a mirror of our lifestyle habits. And our lifestyle habits are connected to all of our beliefs that we've been carrying from the time we were kids. It's just manifesting now as being an adult. So I love this program. I love it. I mean, I cannot tell you it. I have promoted so many different weight loss programs because, let's say it, like anybody can lose weight anyway. Like you can starve yourself and lose weight. You can like go on a high fat diet and lose weight. You can exercise at the gym 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours at night and lose weight. Like there's a lot of different, you can drink, you know, Slim Fast and lose weight. You can eat Subway sandwiches and lose weight, but that's not, you know, that's not what it's about. It's about how you can lose the weight, of course, in a healthy way, because we want to be healthy. A lot of the things I just mentioned are not healthy ways, but we want to lose the weight, drop the weight, release the weight forever and keep it off. So in order to do that, there's a lot of invisible pieces that have to come together. Like there's pieces of the puzzle that we will never be able to visually see. Yeah, we can see the food we eat. We can see the scale we jump on. We can see the gym membership. We can see the exercise we do. But there are more things that are unseen that have to come together for someone to be able to actually take the weight off and then keep it off for the rest of their lives in order to live a healthy, thriving lifestyle. And that's why I love this program. I feel like this is the closest thing that we've gotten to it.
So Brandy, let's start where you created it. How did you come up with the idea to create a program that had minerals, probiotic, enzymes, and phytonutrients? Where did your brain, how did you do that?
I will tell you, it does come from my other programs that I used to run in my clinic. So when I would help people embark on their weight loss journeys, as I would always tell them, it's a journey that they're on, right? There's never a beginning and there's never an end. There's never like a finish line when it comes to weight loss, because we're always, the truth is, fighting the hands of time, right? The older we get, the more our body ages, and it doesn't work as well as it did when we were in our 20s. We know that, but that's not something to be sad about. That's knowledge that we're going to take, that's now going to give us wisdom to be able to take better care of ourselves and think better thoughts and all those things. But I will tell you that when I created my weight loss program before, and when I took people through that process, the key was not just about weight loss, right? It wasn't like, here, take these weight loss supplements, here, take these weight loss remedies. It wasn't about weight loss. It was about making sure that the body was in its best state, the functioning pieces of the body was in the best state for it to then be able to let go of the weight. So if someone decided to take weight loss products, then it would be the cherry on top after. So obviously gut is key, right? Digestion is key. Like if we're not digesting our food correctly, you're always going to be hungry physically. If we're not getting the nutrients from the food we eat, we're always going to be hungry, because your body is never going to actually receive the nutrients that it's supposed to be getting from the food we eat, let alone it's super, super hard to get nutrients from the food we eat, because the topsoil on this entire planet is depleted. So the food we eat, the vegetables and fruits that we eat, that's supposed to give us the phytonutrients that our body needs, like it's not even getting, those plants are not even getting the full potential of the vitamins and nutrients in it. So when we eat it, we're nowhere getting close to how much nutrients we're supposed to be able to be getting. So that's one thing, right? Is supplementation to make sure your body is getting more of the nutrients that it needs. And then the gut health. So the thing about gut health, it's just crazy, right? Like we have hydrochloric acid in our stomachs, and then we have, we have microorganisms in our gut, and they work hand in hand. It hits our stomach, and our stomach is supposed to be able to digest food so that the microorganisms in our gut is able to then use them to make us healthy. But the problem is, if you live the American lifestyle, I almost guarantee you that your stomach juices are not working the way it's supposed to work. Like it's like the number one things that reduce, stomach acid, or like just your first level of digestion is processed foods, chemicals. The second thing is stress. The third thing is caffeine. And then the fourth thing is being dehydrated. Like all of these things that actually marks a American lifestyle are the things that destroy our gut health, but it actually begins with our stomachs. Like I know there's a lot of talk about gut, but guys, our stomach comes first. Like your stomach is before your gut. So if your stomach is not digesting food properly, your gut's never gonna have a chance. And that's why when I would create my programs, it was all about digestion. And then the second thing was about hydration.
Wait, Wait,
Okay,
Brandy,
sorry.
it's not a magic pill that you have people just do?
Oh
You
my
focus
goodness. If I had a magic pill, it would have my name on it and will be branded Brandy Soto.
Right.
Yeah. There's no magic pill. The magic pill is actually your subconscious mind. Like that's ultimately what the magic pill is. So we do have a magic pill, but it's not going to be found in a bottle. It's not going to be found in a tube. But
it comes out
so
of your gut health.
So it's gut health. But then another thing when it comes to weight, that's like so important that I don't really always have a chance to explain is about water. Because, you know, we've heard people say, well,
I have my water bottle.
You're just losing water weight. Like, have you ever heard somebody say, well, so what? 5 pounds in 5 days, that's just water weight, or, you know, water. I'm going to tell you something, guys. When you jump on the scale, what do you think you're seeing? Like, you think that's all adipose tissue? Do you think that's all fat? Like, that's impossible for your body composition to be made up of only fat. For every ounce of fat, your body compensates it with a certain amount of water. So the more fat adipose tissue your body has, the more water your body has, because that's how God created our cells. It's not just a cell of fat, there's water with it. So what you're looking at when you look at the scales, you're actually looking at water. You're seeing water weight. You're also seeing adipose tissue, which is fat, and then you're also seeing a representation of inflammation. So the more inflamed your body is, the more water your body will retain. Girls, you know it. What happens when you sprain your ankle? What happens? You get swollen.
Inflammation.
And it's water. Like, you got a whole bunch of water swelling because your body then holds water in that area because they think it's damaged. They think they have to protect it because of the inflammation. So think about the American lifestyle and like the lifestyles we live. Like, some of us are like, we're walking inflammation buttons. Like, we're just inflamed, right? You go to the doctor and they run blood tests and they actually have a measurement for how much inflammation your body is at. Like, our body holds on to water. So hydration is balancing hydration in the body is really important. So that's why we know we dose our body with our supercharged minerals, because in order for your body to adequately absorb water, you must have minerals. You must have minerals. You cannot adequately absorb water in your body without minerals. So let me just explain this. If you're drinking water and you don't have the minerals in your body to absorb the water, your body's either going to flush it right back out, or worse, which it probably will do, is retain the water, because it's going to hold on to it because you're not adequately absorbing water. So your body's going to think she's dehydrated, even though you're drinking a ton of water. And I will tell you, like, we know this, like, one of the most prescribed medications that people are on in America is what? Water pill. Like, the first thing the doctors do, get on the water pill. You're retaining water. You know, these things are happening in your body, so we're going to give you a water pill. But the crazy thing is, in the American diet, our bodies are reading like chronically dehydrated, even though we're retaining water. You know how crazy that is, guys? We're retaining water. Our body's holding on to water, and we're dehydrated because the water has no way to be absorbed into the body, which is why we dose the body with minerals.
And so, Brandy, going off from that, we dose the body with minerals. So if someone's pretty deficient in minerals, would it be helpful to have more, like, what's a good amount of minerals to have? If they are feeling bloated, they don't feel like their body's actually retaining, they're not absorbing the water. What's your perspective on that?
I really love our minerals because our, you know, our
them, like 1 packet, 2
packs a day is, I mean, like, on the regular, I'm crazy. Okay, when I take our supplements, you guys know we all take a lot of our supplements. So like, I take our supplements like it's food, and I listen to my body as to how I need the supplements. But you know, I'd say 2 is fine, even though on the box it says 1, but that's just me. But I'll tell you something. There are some people who understand about the mineral deficit, because now there's a lot of nutritional companies that are coming out with like pure minerals. Like, I don't know if you guys know about them, but there's a ton of them that's coming out with like pure, just like potassium, magnesium, like just a ton of pure minerals. And like, it, in my opinion, I mean, everyone has their own way of doing things. And like, you know, I'm not saying that, but in my opinion, dosing it that style, it's not really going to do as well as how we do it.
Yeah.
Like, I really do believe that, because your body can also only take so much at a time. So like when they do those mega dosing of like just pure, like whatever the minerals are, that can also deplete their body. It's so weird. It's just really weird that like our products will never do that, because our products actually balance, very balanced for like the mass Americans, you know. So but yeah, I would say like 1 to 2 a day. I mean, I do it, I take it often.
Yeah. No, I love that so much. And how much water would you recommend for people to drink a day?
Well, I do go with that measurement that you hear often, which is half your weight in ounces. So if somebody weighs 200 pounds, they'd be doing 100 ounces minimum. If they weigh 150, they'd be doing 75, something like that. No. Yeah. So
if you're watching this right now, I'm curious, judging on this number that Brandy said, half your body weight in ounces, how much water do you need to drink per day? And I'd love to know if you're actually doing it. I know for me personally, water is one of my struggles, and I love tricking myself to drink more water. And one of the ways I do that is drinking the minerals. I'm like, okay, this counts. This counts as some water for me today, and it gives me a goal. So if that's what you need to do to drink more water, get motivated by different drinks. Like, I look at these health drinks like they're a fountain of youth, of vitality, of energy. And I know for me personally, I'm really busy, and it's really hard for me. Like Brandy told us, our soils are so depleted of minerals. We're not even getting the minerals from our foods. But I know I already eat pretty healthy, and I still don't get enough minerals in my diet. So I love just drinking those minerals. And
will you share the importance, Brandy, of pairing phytonutrients with minerals, specifically a green powder?
Okay, so the greens are so important. I mean, if you just like go on YouTube and you look at like every single biohacker on YouTube, they all start their morning with a green drink, like all of them. So the greens helps because like if you look at plants, and if we talk about phytonutrients, plants that have a lot of green in it, the green is the chlorophyll in the plants, right? Like chlorophyll and like human blood, they're like literally almost exactly the same, except blood has iron and the chlorophyll has magnesium or something like that, but it's like literally almost the same. So when we give ourselves everyday greens, when we take in the chlorophyll, the greens that we're drinking, it's actually helping our body, like our blood. And like our blood is like, you know, it's like the lifeline of our body. It feeds our body. So like every day you're making sure to feed your body and strengthen your body from the inside out with those greens. It's so important. And when you put those two together, then you know you're getting the minerals that you need. You know you're getting the greens, the phytonutrients, the way like, you know, God intended us to eat vegetables, right? You're getting those phytonutrients.
Wait, what exactly is a phytonutrient?
Well, a phytonutrient it's what's in the plant that keeps the plant alive.
Okay.
It's the blood of the plant. It's the blood. So we're ingesting what is keeping the plants alive, and our body is made in the same mineral elements, the same elements as the plants and dirt in the ground. So we're literally getting from the best source what's going to feed our body and give our body nutrients. And we can't really get that anywhere else. I mean, what are you going to do? Wake up and eat broccoli and kale and spinach every day and just make sure that there's no like pesticides on it, and, you know, unsure about where it was like planted and pulled, and, you know, it's like, this is literally made for you. Like, it's in a tub, open it up, put it in your water, drink it, you're good to go. So it also matches like our busy lifestyle.
Yeah, no, and you know, this makes me think about when I started changing my diet to eat healthy. The reason why Casey and we started to become more into health and wellness, there's 2 reasons. Number one, I've always been an athlete my whole life, and it got to this point where Casey and I wanted to up our game, or we wanted to become better athletes. So what we learned is, what can we do outside of our competitors? What are they not willing to do? And so we discovered it's eating good foods. And we didn't make a science project out of it. Like, at first, what did I do? I cut out sweet stuff and I cut out fast food. And so it just made me start to think about now my paradigm, my mindset around food. When I see food that is processed, or maybe it's from McDonald's, I see that food as plastic, right? I literally see that food. It's like, my body does not want it. I don't even crave any bad foods. It took a while for me to get that way. But when I see plants and vegetables, just visualizing what Brandy just shared with us, how when you're eating plants, the phytonutrients, like the blood of the plant, and you're putting that into your body, right? How happy is your body? Is your body going to be happier after it goes to McDonald's and has, you know, I love what Brandy says, Cheetos, burritos, you know, any of the bad stuff? Or if you start eating good things, but like she said, not, I don't know about you, but Casey and I, number one, we live in Maine. Brandy's climate's a little bit different, but we can't have gardens year round. Having gardens takes a lot of time, and we have 3 months out of the year where fruits and vegetables are here. And so if I can just I'm all about outsourcing and making things a little bit easier, and just a scoop of the phytos and the tub. I don't know how much the tub is. It's like 20 to 30 bucks. One scoop, that's like, my time is valuable. And say I got paid $30 an hour. Most people, and gardens are great, right? There's a reason to have gardens. I'm not against gardens. I think gardens are great. You know, getting your hands in the soil. The garden is great, but if I can spend $30 to outsource those extra nutrients without feeling guilty and not having the extra time, I'm in. I'm totally in.
Well, especially because like we actually get products for free, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm getting these products for free practically because I'm getting them from myself. And it's like, yeah, absolutely right there. Like we don't even have to like worry about it, think about it. Like I'm in. And I think it's like $26. It's like so cheap.
Yeah. And it's just a scoop. Oh, I just kind of made a mess. But here's a little trick. If you have a water bottle, put your fingers around it and pour in. That makes it a little easier.
Like a little funnel.
So I'm making a greens and Revitalize. I'm just mixing it together right now live with you. This is a great afternoon pick-me-up so you can feel good. And that's exactly what we're talking about right now. So you get it all at once.
Yeah, my husband makes that for us every morning. Like he makes it.
Oh.
And he, you know, like it's like when he started making that for us, I was like, wow, because for him to take time out, you know, to get any dude to take time out to make some supplements, it means they believe in it, right? It works for them without them saying it works for them. Yeah.
So I like the way it makes me feel.
And then another piece of this 5-day drop that's like huge, right? Huge is stabilizing blood sugar. So that's
Tell
huge.
me about it.
Oh my goodness. Like we have a natural metabolism, and the enemy to our natural metabolism are our blood sugar spikes and lows. And guess what? If you live in the American lifestyle, you're spiking your blood sugar and you're dropping your blood sugar all day long. So our goal is actually to stabilize blood sugar. And I know I'm going to stay away from talking about any types of like diseases, but many people suffer from illnesses due to blood sugar instability. And those diseases, like weight gain is like an effect of it. Like those diseases, like all of the other things are even worse. Like it really affects the quality of life when you've lived a life of unstable blood sugar, and then it catches up with you later. There's a label slapped on it. Mm-hmm. And then like for like years of people's lives, for the rest of their lives, they're just like dealing with this illness that they're living with. So when we take people through our 5-day reset, that is the number one thing that we're doing, but we don't ever really tell them. It's like a secret. Mm-hmm. But we're helping them experience 5 days of like stable blood sugar. And that is why people also feel amazing. That's one of the pieces of the puzzle. They're like, I feel good. I feel mental clarity. How am I moving around better? Why am I sleeping better? Well, I'll tell you, it's like your blood sugar is stable because you're following the system. You're taking the products. We're giving you the support for your gut. We're helping you hydrate your body and absorb water. We're helping the body decrease in inflammation because we're getting you off of all the inflammation causing foods for those 5 days. And then you're stabilizing your blood sugar. It's like amazing.
What are some examples of just inflammation causing foods? I know you mentioned processed foods. Like
I mean, gosh, just the list hurts. The list, it hurts because these are foods that, I mean, like that are near and dear to many of our hearts. And like one of them is sugar. Yeah, you see, I know, big gulp, right? Like sugar is the number one inflammation causing foods. I'll tell you another thing that's like major cause of inflammation in the body. And if you're watching right now, tell us if you know what it is, because it's like one of the number one: seed oils. And like in Hawaii, we love mayonnaise. Like mayonnaise is a side dish, okay? It's like a side. It's like a side dish. It's not a condiment, okay? And mayonnaise, like it's a ton of like, you know, canola oil. Like canola oil, vegetable oil, corn oil, any type of those types of oils are the worst thing for us. And you know, most Americans use those oils in their diet every single day. If you're deep frying food, that's actually why deep fried food is so bad. Like if you ever thought about like, why is deep fried food so bad? It's bad because of the oil that the food is soaked in and fried in. Like oils they're so bad. I mean, even if you just look it up, like they even say it causes major diseases, like the major bad disease we're all trying to get away from. It's like a main cause of it. So oils are another hugely like inflammatory. I'll tell you another. You ready? This is gonna hurt everyone. It's gonna hurt. Dairy, cheese. But there are some cases where cheese can be okay. I don't believe cheese is bad for everyone, but the cheese that we eat, like the Kraft cheese that we eat, oh no, like you can like the processed cheeses, like it's bad. I mean, I think there probably can be better cheeses that are made like in boutique shops or like at the farms and they make the cheeses themselves. Okay, like maybe there's an argument that cheese is okay, but generally speaking, the American types of cheese, it's not going to be the best for you. Like that's the third thing. And then the fourth thing, right, is, you know what the fourth thing is, and nobody likes to hear this either. Alcohol. So I said, I'm not trying to rain on people's parade and I'm not trying to make them do this. Look, that's why this is a 5-day program.
Okay. Is alcohol or caffeine?
No, the fifth thing, well, you just threw me off with those things, right? It's sugar, it's oil, it's dairy. No, the fifth thing is gluten. Yeah. So I'm not saying that all gluten is bad. Okay, guys, like I know that there's people who can eat gluten. It's okay. But the American produced gluten, like I'm always going to bring it back to like the American produced foods. I mean, you guys know that the gluten here and the gluten in Europe are two different glutens. Like Europeans do not even allow the type of gluten that we have here in America. It's like illegal to have that gluten over there. And, you know, I mean, so that gluten that we eat here that are in the form of like pastries and cookies and, you know, brownies and all the breads that are mass produced and just all of it, they can wreak havoc on your gut. And there's a lot of people that are sensitive to gluten. There's people who aren't, but gluten, it's not the best thing for you. I mean, my husband stays away from gluten totally. I try to stay away from it, but you know, if my girls are on, they know that I still eat gluten here and there. But yeah, and gluten. And then the whole like alcohol and caffeine, that's actually up for discussion.
Oh.
There are a lot of that's up for discussion. I'm not going to comment on that because but alcohol and caffeine, it's up for discussion. But I would say those four things: it's sugar, it's the oils, processed sugar, the oils, the dairy, including ice cream, and the gluten. Those are the four most common eaten, consumed products that will cause inflammation in the body. So like rice, no, you can do rice. Like rice is a carb. Rice is not gluten. Like that's maybe not going to cause too bad, you know. Meat, look, I know there's a lot of discussion about meat, but in my opinion, like, you know, our bodies are, any scientist will tell you that our digestive tracts are set up to process both plants and meat. Like we're not like an animal that is only supposed to eat vegetables, and we're not an animal that only eats meat. Like when the scientists look at our digestive tract, we can process both things. And I do believe that we can get a good amount of vitamins and minerals from meat, because meat's one of the best sources of those things. Of course, you want to be aware. If you want to take it a level deeper, you want to be aware of where you get your meats from, you know, but that's another story too. So
and it comes down to protein as well, right?
Oh, before we transition to protein, we have a question. What about sapphire oil? Sunflower oil.
Yeah.
Yes, or just in Brandy's opinion, yes or no?
Yeah. I think it may be okay. It really depends on like where, you know, where it is. You want to look at the bottle. you probably anything that comes from like big box companies, you're probably going to stay away from. And I will tell you, within like the last 5 to 10 years, the big box companies kind of caught on. So they started to also create different things. I mean, big box companies have been purchasing like health food stores, you know? So, but yeah, I mean, look, if you stay away from Western oil, corn oil, vegetable oil, all of those oils that we normally are raised on, if you can stay away from that, that's a win in itself. And then you go get, you know, you go get
that's a huge win.
Yeah. Then you go get the sunflower oil and you go try it. Like avocado oil, right? Avocado oil is something that's been more recent. But I just spoke to a practitioner who's like real deep into this topic. And then he was like, I don't like avocado oil. It's highly processed. And I was like, okay, I gotcha. I mean, olive oil, olive oil is probably going to be your best bet. And, you know, the idea is like anything we deep fry, they always want it to be like an oil with a high smoking point, right? But all the oils with a high smoking point are all the bad oils, unless you use coconut oil. So coconut oil has a high smoking point. It does. But coconut oil has a little bit of a flavor. There's no way you can deep fry an olive oil because it's going to burn, you know? So it's almost like we got to kind of just get away from the fried foods because there's probably not the best way to eat it. And now we have air fryers. So there's a way to change it. I mean, I watch people make changes in the 5-day drop. That's been amazing, right? So I watch people that like fry chicken. So sometimes at home we'll fry, like, you know, mom, dad, we grew up them deep frying chicken, right? But they're not going to have like, it's not like a full fry daddy deep fryer. Maybe they'll put like an inch of oil, right?
And it'll be like half my home. My mom had a deep fryer.
One of those deep fryers.
Wow. Okay, so
we were cool because of it too. Like
yeah,
all of our friends
everyone
loved that we could have the deep fryer.
I mean, I have had experience with one of those things too, and it's like you can fry everything, but the whole like on the 5-day drop, I've watched somebody that like literally when it came to fried chicken, they would just fry chicken every time in a pan, and like automatically they'd toss it in flour. Like that's just how it worked. Like you always like, why would you not toss your fried chicken in flour? That's the recipe. But when they did the 5-day drop, it was like, wow. I was like, hold on. Because they asked me, can I do this? And I was like, hey, like, can I ask you why you do that? And they're like, because that's how you make chicken. And I'm like, you can toss it in like, you know, onion powder and garlic powder and paprika and salt and pepper. And they're like, oh, okay. And like now,
my mom did, right?
And like now they never put flour on it anymore. There's no need for it. So it's just amazing. It's just amazing what happens during these 5-day programs.
You know, Brandy, I love that you bring this up because Casey and I, we grew up in a household. I love my mom, but she's
a great cook.
Amazing, like
American home
style cooker. And how my mom grew up was, you know, she learned from her parents. And sometimes when we do eat things or we do things that our parents do, just ask yourself why, right? And it's so interesting because my boyfriend, he's Thai, so the way they cook food is so much different than the way we cook food. So I'm always like, well, why do you do it like that? I've never heard of that. You know, and there's simple things, nuances that how he cooks his food and how I cook my food, but I was never aware there's a different way. And in life, there's a different way and to become better. And so that's really the intention of this video with Casey and I, Brandy today is, I mean, Brandy's a super genius. She's sharing so much value today. But if there's just one thing you can take away from this video, that's our goal, right? Our goal is to help improve your life, whether you buy these products or not, whether you do our 5-day drop or not. Our goal is to help support you to change who you are now. And for you to change, you have to make changes, right? For you to have different results, you have to do things differently. And so, Brandy, so much value so far. If you're getting value, I'd love to know what's one of your takeaways today. What's one thing you're going to implement after learning from Brandy?
So, Brandy, we've talked about greens. We've talked about phytonutrients. We've touched on gut health. Will you just share a little bit about these two products, probiotic and enzymes?
Yeah.
A little bit, but
well, okay.
How this helps?
So we already talked, like we talked about the enzymes, right? Because that's our stomach. The enzymes are the stomach juices, right? Yeah. So when you take the enzymes in, oh my goodness, if you love the enzymes, like drop a fireball in the comments because we love it. Like we are hooked on these enzymes. I've learned to take enzymes like my whole life. I told you my father is a health practitioner himself. And like, that was his number one thing he would preach all the time. And my dad's from the old school. Like, you would think he'd be like, no, just eat healthy. No, my dad would always, like, when we go to restaurants, he'd like, here's your supplement, like, here's your digestive enzymes, giving 3 digestive enzymes to my husband, giving me my digestive enzymes at the restaurant. So I grew up knowing that. And then I became a health practitioner. Of course, I really like tried to impress on people about the digestive enzymes. I like, one of my closest friends, I will tell you something. She orders 2 things from our company. She orders the Life and she orders the digestive enzymes.
Wow.
And she orders $400 of products every single month because it's for her, it's for her husband, and it's for her son. And she believes in those 2 things, and those are the only 2 things that she'll buy. Because for her too, she actually had major acid reflux. She had like major gut issues, like just like all types of gut stuff. And she's not totally like a health practitioner kind of person. So when I introduced the digestive enzymes to her, I said, you should try it. She's like, okay, I got to check with my doctor. Like, you know, which is, we all should, but that's just for a digestive enzyme. And it's like, she didn't even like really tell me how much she loved it, but I started seeing her orders come in, and she'd order 6 bottles at a time. And then one time, you know, she ordered 6 bottles, and yeah, it's just, and that's when I really found out. So the digestive enzyme is going to help with your stomach juices, right? It's going to help with breaking down the food the moment it gets to your stomach.
Do you recommend
and that's when
taking them before or after eating?
it doesn't.
When do you recommend?
It doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter to me. Like for me, I forget everything all the time. No, I just take. I'll take that back. But that happens sometimes. So I'll just take them whenever. But I think we usually take, like, my dad would always have us take it while we eat, because you're supposed to get the enzymes that your body needs from the food you eat. But how many of us are eating kimchi every single day? How much of us are eating sauerkraut with every meal, right? Like, how much of us, right? So we take the enzymes then, but the enzymes will work to help you digest your food. Like Dawn, shout out to Dawn, I'm going to tag you on this video. She lives by those digestive enzymes, and she went from 170 to like now I think she's like 135.
How many per day can somebody take? Is there too many?
Everyone is shocked when they see me too, because
You're like,
anytime I've ever taken, you take it per meal. Like, I've always taken all my digestive enzymes per meal, but you know, I think on the bottle, it's always going to go towards the least amount needed. So it says like, take 2 for like your biggest meal. That's what it says. But like, I take 2 with every meal. You know, my husband lives on those digestive enzymes too, because he actually has gut issues. That's why he stays away from the gluten. But yeah, so we have the digestive enzymes, and then the probiotic is, of course, that's for your gut microbiome. Now, I want to tell you something very amazing about that probiotic that you're holding right there. I want to tell you something about probiotics. Probiotics are true.
Brandy, one second. I just want to give a quick tip for anyone who's doing the drop. If you've done the 5D drop 5DD and let us know your results in the comments.
Yeah, share with us your results in the comments if you've done the 5-day drop, and if you've done the continuation plan, how much weight you've lost.
We want to know everything.
We want to celebrate you.
Yeah. So this probiotic, most people don't know. There's a little tiny line right here, and it's a dotted hash line. Just look for it, and it allows you to open up your probiotic super easy
without scissors.
Most people think you need scissors. Look, bada boom, bada bing, and you take it just like a pixie stick, and it tastes delicious. My niece literally steals
Careful
these.
if you do give these to your kids. They're going to want more than one of them.
Yeah. I don't know how many they can have per day, but Brandy, fill me in. Tell me about all this.
Every now and then, when I'm just like, you know, the ADHD kicks in and I don't even want to try to find it, I do get a scissors, right? But yeah, you should look for the proliferated line. Okay. So when it comes to taking probiotics, there is a lot of talk in the naturopathic community, because in order for the probiotic supplement that you're taking to get to your gut, it has to pass your stomach. But your stomach acid is filled with acid that's basically made to like kill organisms, right? So you want to make sure that if you're taking a supplement, that the supplement gets down. Generally speaking, when you're eating foods that are high in probiotics, those foods are more naturally digestible. Like I mentioned, sauerkraut or kimchi or anything fermented, those tend to get down into your microbiome a little easier than supplementation of probiotics. But this is the thing, about our probiotic, which is fabulous, is that it has been created with a proprietary encapsulation formula to ensure that that probiotic is able to get down into your gut without your stomach juices completely destroying it. It's a special encapsulation process that takes it down and then opens it up into your gut. So you're taking a probiotic that will literally is like ensured to get to your gut. And that's something that you want. Like, you don't want to just be taking supplements and it's not doing its thing. So that is why I have loved our probiotic from day one, other than the fact that it tastes so yummy as well. And it's easy. You take it on the go, you take it when you travel, and our gut microbiome is so important. Oh, it's everything, right? Like, not only if you want to drop weight, like if you want to have a healthy immune system, if you want to be happy, like everything is connected to microbiome. Like your microbiome is actually known as your second brain because it's connected with that vagus nerve from your gut all the way up your spine. The cerebral fluid feeds your cerebellum that actually helps you feel healthy and happy. So it's an amazing product. And I think everybody should be taking that. Like, I love my probiotic every day.
And do you feel like there's an age limit? Like, I know we can't make health claims, but my niece had 3 one morning, and I was like, oh my word, like, I didn't know she was stealing them from me. I'm like, oh gosh,
that is the cutest. Oh my goodness, how old is she? How old is?
Or she'll be 4, right? So I'm like,
but this was when she was 2. She was just like, but she would do the Ani thing. She'd come to me,
Ani, please,
Ani, open Ani, and then she went to
Kylie. She went to me,
and then my sister, mommy, open, and didn't tell any of us. And she was like 3 of them. We're like, oh my gosh, Layla.
She was fine, but
that is
yeah,
so
they are
cute.
addicting.
I mean, you know, like, this is me just like giving my own opinion. This is like not me being a practitioner.
What would you do for your nephew for Kalal? Like, what would you?
Oh, he would eat one every day. Like, okay. he still does. But like, you think about it, like a pixie stick, what is it filled with? Sugar.
What's worse?
Right? I mean, like, and they're doing like 10 pixie sticks. Mm-hmm. So yeah, even me, I mean, I'll do I could like eat that all day. If it was candy, I probably would, you know?
Oh, so good.
So
that's a really good point. So we're going to talk about a couple more things and we'll get off here. I know we're close to the top of the hour.
And if you're getting value, like, let us know.
And I see there's a bunch of stories in the comments. We want to highlight you and celebrate you. Brandy, do you see any of your friends?
Hi, Chelsea. Okay, so Chelsea has 30 children. And Chelsea said her kids take it. Pua said she loves the probiotic. Ida said the gut will crave good probiotics. Let's see. Let's look at some more. We have, Mary. So Mary said she lost 15 pounds. Minky said, aloha. Mary said she drinks lots of water. She loves it with lemon. You know, adding lemon to your water is a great thing. Jody said she loves our supercharged pink mineral drinks. It's good, refreshing, and it does the body good. Denise said value. Aloha. Hi, Deb. So Deb, oh my goodness, Deb is here right now. She's coming to us from New York when we're in our 5-day drops. Like, we're barely waking up and she's eating dinner. Deb is down over 10 pounds. Her before and afters are amazing. Corey's asking if you guys are at home. Maybe Corey wants to stop by. Yeah, I mean, it's just, we have some great results. Guys, if you guys are watching this right now, go ahead and share your results and tag your friends. Like, if you have anybody that you think would benefit from this, if you've helped people go through the 5-day drop, guys, tag them right here. We'd love to share this value with them. I think we find that a lot of times when our people, because we've taken 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, Ashley, Albert, you guys, Jody, tag Ashley. She's taken over 200 people through this drop. I think, you know, when we take our people through this drop, we think they understand what this is, but they really don't have the bandwidth to. They just have the bandwidth to be like, okay, fine, I need to drop weight. Tell me what to do. They go through the 5 days and it happens. And they're just like, I don't want to make a move. I don't need to know anything. Just tell me when the next drop is. You know, I don't want to make a move. Just tell me when the next drop is. So I think it's really important that our people do know what is happening with them. So guys, if you're on this right now, tag all your people that have done the drop with you so that they can understand what this is. I'm going to do the same.
And Casey and I and Brandy will do a giveaway today. If you either tag a friend or share this broadcast, we'll give away
some digestive enzymes.
Yeah, some digestive enzymes.
You're going to want these. You're going to love them.
If you do share it, just drop share it in the comments below to let us know, just because of privacy settings. So if you tag a friend or if you share this broadcast, we'll do a drawing for you to when some digestive enzymes, which I mean, I now want to, I personally, you know, something, I wonder if you could give me advice on this. I get super motion sickness, like horrible. I can be in the car, and of course I like to work when I'm in the car, so it's this double-edged sword. And the other day I couldn't find my non-drowsy Dramamine anywhere, and I popped 2 digestive enzymes, and I didn't get car sick in the car.
And you popped them because they have ginger.
Yeah,
in them.
I was like, oh, there's ginger in these. I'll just take 2 of them. And I didn't get car sick. And I was literally working the whole time in the car. And I was so
Brandy's like, I got something.
because
No,
this is something that like really affects both Casey and I almost daily. Like if one of us is driving and the other one's not, and we try to look at our phones, like I only can do it for a couple minutes.
Or I'm gonna puke.
Well, we got some tagging coming in. So Jasmine,
Thank you.
Jasmine tagged Maka and
Denise
Deb. It's actually
tagging.
Deb tagged Jasmine and Maka commented she dropped over 20 pounds doing the 5-day reset and the LBS. No more bloat, better sleep, and more energy. Denise said, I just started a 5-day. Mary said, I just shared. So Mary shared. Jody tagged 5 people here. Pua said she forgot her vitals at home. Chelsea said, my friend just did a drop and lost 7.2 pounds on this last drop. She said, I lost 25 pounds overall on multiple drops. Has helped me. No insomnia. Anxiety is a minimum. Feeling great. Wow. I'm going to try that. I get more. Okay. Oh, don't even get Selena, share your results. Drop your picture. I think there is a way where people can drop pictures. Sell. You drop a picture, the twins will send you a present.
Send them to me on Facebook, and I can show a couple on my iPad.
Yeah.
So I can show some pictures. If you just click on my name.
Okay.
I do want to share my 5-day drop results.
Oh, what were your results?
I lost
Nobody wants to see your 5-day.
Hey, Brandy.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking, but I ain't joking, right?
Bloat is here.
I lost 6 pounds.
Oh, stop. You don't even have 6 pounds to lose, but okay.
But that's digestive bulk, right? That's the gross stuff in our gut. So I did it because I was looking to feel better. But then I have a friend like Holly. Holly had a hysterectomy, and she was feeling like she was stuck in menopause. Absolutely stuck. Didn't know what to do, right? She lost 9.8 pounds in 5 days. And the key to it is you are taking the supplements, but then the second step of it is following the meal plan. And the meal plan is it's breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. It's that simple. And then breaking up your proteins, taking your supplements. And then what will happen is you'll start to feel better. So Holly lost 9.8 pounds. If you do have a story, share it with me here. And I will definitely show a couple on this video because it's crazy. This is Jody. She's a Mainer. 12 pounds in 5 days. Can you see the bloating? You have something, Brandy?
Well, I do want to say something. Keep telling, though. I do want to jump in after, but it's on like the last layer. So I want to talk about the last layer after.
Yeah.
Of like all the pieces of the puzzle.
And I'll keep showing some pictures. Brandy, will you share a little bit more about the collagen? Because this is optional, but this is something we have a big sale going on right now too. So will you talk a little bit about this collagen?
Okay, you can't tell me to do multiple things.
Sorry.
I'm trying to look for Selena's picture. Selena, can you just share your picture, please, in the comments, because I'm doing multiple things. I also got to shout out Nahula. Like Nahula is down almost 50 pounds. I mean, Christine from Molokai, she's down like 40 pounds. It's just been fabulous for the Hawaiian community. Like we have tried, we you know, just Hawaiians in general, like we love to eat. We celebrate around food. We grieve around food. We eat when we're bored. We eat when we're like, it's just, we love food. But there's nothing wrong with loving food, but it's just the types of food that we've kind of grown up around in Hawaii. And it's not even our Hawaiian food, right? It's like when the processed food was introduced, because like the Hawaiians have been around for, you know, ever. Joey, oh my goodness, that's Joey. Let me tell you something. This is Joey after one drop. I will tell you something. I think Joey is already down like 30 pounds. And now she's being shy about sending us a picture. Joey, I need to see Joey's picture. But I literally handed Joey her 5-day kit in like a parking lot. That's my friend Deverlyn. Deverlyn went from like 154 to like 140. When you think about that, it's huge. I think she's trying to get down to 135 right now, but that was in, you know, 1 or 2 5-day drops. It's just been fabulous. Okay, so we're going to talk about the collagen. Now, the collagen is optional, but the collagen is a huge piece for us when we are trying to better our bodies, like just trying to really elevate the quality of our lives as we get older, no matter what age we are. So the twins talked about how the reason why they started looking into healthier alternatives was because they wanted to become better athletes, right? So they wanted to become better athletes, so they started to eat better. The collagen is really focused around giving our body what it needs to stay younger, I guess is the best way to say it. When you take our liquid collagen, and there are other liquid collagens, do not even mess with any others. Like, don't. Like, look, I'm gonna tell you, do you have to take our enzyme? No, you don't. You can go get an enzyme somewhere else. But why wouldn't you get it from us? Because we get you the best deal. And if you get it from yourself, you get it for cheap or maybe even free. But yeah, there are other digestive enzymes out there. Could you do another green drink? Okay, there's other green drinks out there, but why would you do anything else? Why wouldn't you get the green drink that your friends that are sticking, that are like loyal to you and showing you that we're here taking it? Why wouldn't you take our greens? But get it? You cannot get the liquid collagen we have anywhere else. So don't even think about it. Like, I will tell you, do not even think about it. Our liquid collagen is the best on the planet. It is an amazing product. And what the liquid collagen does is it increases, I will say, hydration in your body, but a different type of hydration, not the type of hydration we were talking about earlier. It increases hyaluronic acid in your body. And hyaluronic acid is that liquid in your body that keeps your body looking and feeling young. So let me just put it this way. The older we get, right, the more dried up and shriveled up and smaller we get. Like, we start shrinking on every level, right? Our gums start receding. Our eyes start getting smaller, which is why we need to get eyeglasses. They start getting misshapen, and our hair starts getting more brittle, and our nails start getting, you know, not as nice. And our skin obviously is not as supple. What's happening through this aging process is we're actually losing hyaluronic acid. Our body's not able to retain or produce hyaluronic acid the way that it used to. So when you take our liquid collagen is actually proven to increase hyaluronic acid by up to 6,000%. So just hold that picture right there, Case. So that right there is a visual representation. I don't care if you don't care about skin, like whatever. I want you to visually see this. Like, this is a visual representation of how when you take our collagen, it actually starts plumping the skin up, so the skin gets more taut. But I want you to imagine that it's happening everywhere in your body. It's happening between your joints, because that's a reason why our joints get crickety and sore, our knees, our shoulders, because of the lack of hyaluronic acid and chondroitin sulfate. So when you take our BioCell, it actually increases that hyaluronic acid, which also an offset of it is it plumps up the skin. Let me tell you an interesting fact. When they were creating our liquid collagen, they were not even creating it for skin. They were creating it to offset the issues from aging, which is like pain in the body and like joint, you know, discomfort and all those things. And then they seen that people's skin got an improvement. And they're like, whoa, like that was like an effect of it. So our collagen is something that it's kind of like a multivitamin. Like how I do suggest for people to be on a multivitamin every day. Like I would suggest for people to be on our liquid collagen every day, like 1 shot a day, to help our bodies from the inside out. And it also helps organs. So right, it's like every organ has like a membrane around it that's like hyaluronic acid, it's hydration, and like all of those things start drying up the older we get, just like our hair, just like our nose, just like our skin. So when you take this collagen, it actually helps everything. It's just an amazing product. Like I would have all our kupuna take it. I take it. I'm in my 40s. You know, the twins take it. They're in their 30s or 20s or something. You're not even 30 yet? I guess 30?
32.
Wow. I remember when you're in your 20s. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was my little spiel on our
Thank you so
collagen.
much, Brandy.
And, you know, for me personally, I started taking the collagen, not for the beauty benefits. I was 24 at the time. And it was because I have chronic lower back. I got to this point in my life where if I bent down wrong, I would get a back spasm and start screaming. Casey would have to warn people and tell them, she's okay. She just has this spasm. This just happens to her.
It's just normal.
It's just a normal thing, right? I thought it was normal. And, I was an athlete my whole life. I started getting all these joint issues. And I could barely bend down and put my shoes on standing up without getting so much tightness and stiffness in my lower back. When I started taking the collagen in 21 days, I could put my shoes on standing up again. My mobility increased. I was literally shocked. I have this video of me when I bent down and touched my toes for the first time, and it felt like years.
Wow.
And so that's something that for me, now as I'm getting older, I'm grateful for the beauty benefits, but at first it was for me just to feel better throughout my days. And yeah, the collagen has just helped me so.
I mean, I remember that video. Like, I remember. Yeah.
And so if you are on here, and we've been talking a lot about weight loss, a lot about the 5-day drop and the collagen, of course. The collagen is an add-on if you want to do it with the 5-day drop. You don't have to. We do have, right now, though, we have a crazy flash sale going on with our travel collagen. If you buy a box of our travel collagen, you get a box for free, which is a $60 value. That's crazy. We never have flash sales like that. So if you did get value today and you do want to take your health to the next level, you want to try this 5-day drop challenge, you want to join one of these 5-day drop parties, you want to be supported and encouraged and held accountable for your health and wellness and weight loss goals, reach back out to whoever invited you here. Let them know you'd love more information about the 5-day drop. I know Brandy went into the science behind the 5-day drop. And if I'm resold on it, I'm like, I need to start another one tomorrow, right? Because I want to feel even better and I want to perform my best. So with the supplements, we also have a meal plan that Brandy also designed. And the meal plan is very intentional, and you'll need that meal plan when you go to do the drop. Don't follow the directions on the box. Yeah. This meal plan was specifically designed for this 5-day reset program, and you can only get it from whoever invited you here. And that meal plan, it's a really simple meal plan.
But you know how Brandy talked about eliminating the sugars, taking out the gluten, maybe decreasing the dairy? That's the intention of the meal plan. She did all the heavy lifting for you. You don't even have to make choices. You can just follow the plan, do what it says every single day. When you trust the process, that's when the results will come. But like Brandy said, sometimes maybe our gut is out of alignment, our hormones are kind of imbalanced. When you go through the drop, you're going to learn lessons. You might mess it up a couple times. I know my first couple times I've messed the drop up. And I've had so many clients like, oh my gosh, shoot, I didn't do this on this specific day. And you know what we say? That's okay. Keep going. Keep going. Meet us back at the next drop, but don't give up, because that's the definition between success and failure, is when you keep going even when you mess up. You take every mess up as a learning lesson instead of a reason to stop. And so if you haven't shared your story, share your story with us. And again, if you tag someone in the comments or share this broadcast, we're giving away some digestive enzymes today. So be sure to do that in the comments. But Brandy, do you have any final closing thoughts before we wrap this up?
Well, I just want to really call out to anybody that's watching right now. Like, if you're here live, I want to tell you thank you for being here, but I have a message. Like, I have a message for you. And I want to put this thought into your mind. We've all done so many weight loss programs in our life. I mean, I'm sure of it. Like, if you've done a lot of weight loss programs, raise your hand, because I've done so many weight loss programs. And what I have found with this 5-day drop program is there are so many pieces that come together to make it just the best program ever, in lack of better terms. And you see it. Like, if you've been a part of it, like, we have people here who have said they've lost 20 pounds, multiple drops, 25 pounds, multiple drops. Nahulla's here, 50 pounds, multiple drops, right? We get all the pieces, but I guess right now, my call out is like, wouldn't you want to bless somebody else's life the way you have been blessed with this program? And this is something that I'm very passionate about, because I feel like there's only so far we can go by just focusing on ourselves. I mean, the Bible says there's more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. And I think at first, when you first start, you're like, no, I got to make sure this works for me. Like, I got to make sure this works for me. But like, yeah, give me 5 days and I'll prove to you it works for you. Now what, right? So my call out to anybody who has been a part of our system, and it's fairly new, like we kind of just started this at the beginning of the year, is to like think about, can you visualize like helping us grow the community? And that's all we want. Like, we just want an opportunity to offer this to your friends and family if they want it, like if they would be willing to give it a 5-day shot to experience this amazing everything, like the twin said, the supplements, the food guide, the community, the benefits of how your body will feel, right? So I want to shout out and say, like, would you be open to sharing with others? And I want to tell you about a little something that we're doing right now. So I want you to visualize that our company has set up a way where when you have results, if you simply share it with somebody else, our company will bonus you like credits that you can apply to your products, because these products are not free. Like, our company literally will give you referral credits, right? Have you ever experienced that? Like Uber, it says, hey, share your link with somebody and you can get, you know, some Uber dollars, or American Express, share your link with somebody and you'll get 25,000 points. I try to do that all the time because I love American Express. Like, it's the same thing with Modere. Like, our company actually gives you a link that you can share with others. But I also get that the idea of sharing with others or selling or whatever might be a little like scary, or like, what does that mean? Like, what do you expect from me? I will tell you, we have a team movement to support you to sharing with others on social, so that you can get free credits, or you could potentially even earn an income, because our company not only pays in credits, our company also pays in cash. So you can choose, like, if you want to earn cash or you just want credits, like, our company gives that to you. So what I want you to do is, if anything I'm saying to you is resonating, if you wouldn't mind getting your products paid for free every month, if you are open to the idea of having extra gas money, or having money that you could apply to your mortgage, or having money that you could apply to your next trip that you're taking. Imagine getting a trip paid for. The twins introduced me to one of their droppers who's literally getting her trips paid for with the money that she's earning by sharing with others. And again, if money is not your thing, like, just join us for the mere fact that you could potentially impact someone's life the way that they have impacted your life simply by sharing. So don't worry about how, because we make things super simple. If you're interested in this, I want you to drop the word rally below, because every month we do this little rally to recruit for our next drop. So don't even worry about it. Just comment the word rally below, and we will get information to you of how you can easily be a part of our movement, be a part of our mission. If you want some free credits that you can apply to your next order, great. If you maybe are like, hey, this is a great time for me to maybe do these things with these girls because these girls are awesome, and you like the community and you have no idea. If you like our 5-day drop community, you have no idea. That is just skimming the surface of how amazing this community is. Drop the word rally below, because we want to support you. And ultimately, this is the last thing I'm going to say, girls, twins. This is the last thing I'm going to say that I need everyone to hear. Making lifestyle change takes a lifetime. Making lifestyle change is you undoing everything you have learned for the last 40, 30, 20 years of your life. Now, that does not come easily. So the number one tool that you have, the number one treasure chest that you can open up, that's literally in front of you, that'll help you continue on your path that you want to get to. That's why you came here in the first place, because you want to get to that health. You want to be fit at 50. You want to live an elevated life. You're too old to, you're too young to feel so old. Like, you came here because of that. If you really want to get there on the path, we got all the pieces for you. But the last piece is you sharing. It's you stop making it about yourself and you now saying, I'm going to share with others. And that's all it takes. It does not mean you have to be a coach. It does not mean you have to give extra time. It does not mean you have to be so knowledgeable, because you know what our community is about. You know what that 5-day system is. All it's going to take is for you to open up and say, okay, I'm willing to share this with others. And that becomes your number one tool to keep you going. I will tell you, as a health practitioner, I see people fired up on the novelty, and then I see them bounce off. But I will tell you, the people that stick around because they're sharing. They stick around because they're staying close to the fire, right? They're staying close to the nucleus of the movement. Those are the people that are going to take off the 50, the 60, the 70 and keep it off. Because now they're aligning everything, right? It's their lifestyle. They're connected to the community and they're sharing with others. They're creating a support system around them. It's not just them doing it in secret. It's not just them, you know, doing it in the closet. They're literally saying, no, I'm making change and I'm sticking to it. And I'm not afraid to gain it back because I know I'm not going to gain it back. It's all these pieces of the puzzle, but that last piece is so important. Them going out and sharing it. Because if they don't go out and share, or if they don't get tight with our community, there will be a point where their old lifestyle just takes them back. It's just how it is. It's old paradigm. So I encourage everyone to do this. Drop the word rally.
So good. And I love what Brandy just shared. I want you to take a minute and just think about this. You don't need to drop in the comments below. But in the last 3 weeks, who are the 5 people you spent most of your time with? Are those people inspiring you to be better, or are they not? So if you look at the average of the 5 people, maybe it's if you don't leave your house virtually, the people maybe in person, whatever it is, those 5 people, are they on a positive health journey? Did you know you are who you surround yourself with? So if you're not surrounding yourself with people who are thinking about health, who are wanting to change their life, who just have this goal just to become better, what's going to happen? You're going to be the result of your environment. And that's another magic thing that Brandy just talked about, was the community you get with this is invaluable, because all of a sudden you don't feel like a weirdo that you're the one drinking water, you're the one choosing the salad when you go out to lunch with your girls, you're the one that's
Bringing your celery sticks for a snack.
right. And you stop feeling like a weirdo because you're celebrated in these communities for making good choices. Because in regular life, what happens? You go out to dinner with your girls and all of a sudden you get something healthy and they're like, are you really going to get that? This is girls' night. Didn't you know? Like, it's okay to like splurge a little. But I mean, I'm saying, like, be good, right? Be good most of the time. If sometimes you're not good, that's fine. But your environment is half the reason why you're not at your goals. Or maybe it's 80% of the reason why you're not at your goals. So finding that community is so important.
And we're going to leave you with this one last story.
Oh, Brandy.
Do you want me to go or do you want to go?
Well, every time we travel,
Yeah.
right? Like we're in it. Like, we know the good foods and we know the bad foods. Like, but the great thing is there's not a ton of judgment, because like I was with a company before that was like all green drinks and it was like vegan, and it was like, oh my goodness, like I couldn't even drink a Starbucks coffee without being like berated. Whereas like in our company, it's different. It's like we're living the lifestyle. We know what's good. We know what's not good. And the awareness is there. It's like it's a crazy thing. And then we're all taking our supplements everywhere we go. Like, we're really doing it, you know? Mm-hmm. So like what you guys said is like so true, but we still eat. I mean, we're going to be human, right?
Yeah,
but
I
it's
will
awesome.
still have fine.
Okay,
last thing. Ready? So this is my friend Linda. We got connected with Linda last summer. Linda has lost 70 pounds.
Over 70 pounds.
Over 70 pounds since last summer. She started this program with the 5-day drop. And what Linda did was she watched on social media for 2 years. 2 years of seeing posts, 2 years of watching Lauren, 2 years of not responding to messages whenever she was followed up with. But then she made a decision because of a doctor's appointment she had. She went to the doctors and her doctor told her she needed to get her stuff together or she was going to have some serious health issues. She showed her doctor the program. Guess what happened?
Said, do you think the doctor was excited?
The doctor said, no, Linda, not a good idea, right? And then Linda said, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway.
Because she listened to her gut. Sometimes you got to do that. You have to be your own doctor. It's, of course, listen to your doctors, but if you know deep down your doctor isn't really a good
in alignment for you.
Alignment.
So Linda,
alignment. Yeah.
So last summer, she made the decision, I'm going to try this 5-day drop. She did her first 5-day drop. She continued with a 30-day program. Every 30 days, she does a 5-day drop. She promotes our challenges to all of her friends. And because of that, she decided, well, I'm going to partner and share because all my friends want to do this anyway. What happened was she started to earn her products for free. That's all she wanted. She wanted to be able to buy more products. Then she was able to replace the floors in her home. And then last month, she was able to make a comma check that was bigger than she could have imagined, right? She's from a small town in Maine, and she did this by just sharing, like Brandy said. She shared with her friends shared, and then because of that, Linda's doctor is now referring her clients to her. Her doctor said, Linda, what you're doing is working. Your numbers have changed. Your life is radically different, and I'm going to recommend my clients to you who were in your situation. Like, her doctor was humble enough to say, I'm sorry, I should have listened to you. And because of that, in less than a year, now Linda's at, I think, 75 pounds. She's helped dozens and dozens of people do the 5-day drop, and now she's transforming other people's lives at the same time.
And I love the timing of this video because when Linda started, we're almost to the first day of summer, right? Linda started summer 2023.
And she let it sit on her table for 3 weeks until a challenge came around where she said, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it. I need the accountability.
But then in 1 year, she drastically changed her life, right? The time's going to go by anyway. This is Linda. Does anyone want to be like,
time is going to go by anyway. The time is going to go by anyway. Let me tell you about Linda. I like, this is for you, but I want everybody who's watching this to think about it too. Like, do you think Linda would have had those results and continued to have it had she not taken that next step to share? She maybe would have lost like 20, 30, but honestly, I mean, I can't tell you what the future would have been, but in my experience, what happened is Linda came to this point she drew a line in the sand, and she's like, okay, either I'm going to just keep doing this thing by myself, or I'm going to start sharing.
And quite frankly, she couldn't afford the product she wanted to use. So that's all she wanted to do. She wanted to be able to keep taking her products. She didn't imagine to bring in a couple extra paychecks per month.
And it kept her on her journey. You know what I mean? It's like supporting her. It's encouraging her. She's feeling excited. It's keeping her on her journey. Wow.
We love you all.
Come say hi.
Is this hubby?
The cute one.
Oh,
look.
hi,
Look.
Hi.
Look. Who is it?
We miss you.
It's Auntie Kylie and Auntie Casey. Okay.
Oh, hi, Kala.
So we are also thankful for you. If you're here, you made it to the end of the video. Let us know, because you are a star. I know we've been here for
a gold star.
This is why Kylie and Brandy don't do videos together, because we just went for an hour and 15 minutes. But we are really grateful for your time. If you got value, drop value in the comments. Reach back out to who invited you here.
I am so grateful for you two. Like, I'm so grateful for the two of you. I appreciate you dearly. Guys, give love and shout out to the twins. Just give them all the most heart emojis or whatever, because we appreciate you dearly. This 5-day drop has been an amazing program, and I'm so happy to be doing this with y'all.
And I can't wait to see what happens in the next year. I can't wait to have more stories like Linda. More stories of somebody from a small town making a decision to make her health a priority and start sharing with her friends, and being able to impact her community, also impact her community, not even with the health, but financially, and be able to put more income into her community.
The stories that have come out of the small island that we're having success with is amazing. Like, our next level is to kind of help them. I can't wait to help them learn how to share, so they can get out there and just like start experiencing what Linda's experiencing as well. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Brandy. We appreciate you. If you all have questions, drop in the comments. We'll make sure to go back and answer questions in the comments too.
But we're grateful for you. Denise, grateful for you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, and we'll chat with you all next time.
Yeah. I don't think we get it. Okay.
Okay. See you later.
Okay, bye.